Okay, everyone. So today's Wednesday, right? Let's get smashing. Now, Wednesday, remember it's a swing day. We're at the highs. Yesterday, I said be careful for Tuesday and Wednesday. It's going to be a little tricky and dodgy. And so was the case. This is gold, so we're expecting a bit of a pullback. Where do we want to pull back into? Between 2,843 to 52, because PST broke out and first level is 61, 2,852. The lowest is 2,843. So 43 to 52 is the zone. And then we have the weekly pivot right there as well. Okay, so at 2,840. So this zone is going to be a zone where the market can fall into. We have an impulse wave, market then going sideways. So selling on the way high is okay. All right. So you can push it down into here, and I'm okay to do that. The market can, sizzle down a little bit, and that's fine. On the weekly, you see there are no real gaps here. It's all filled in. Only the high of that isn't, and the high of that, as you can see, is there. 2,820. So be careful. Okay, those are the targets, but if the target goes down to 2,820 and messes everybody up, you know why. Okay, 2,820 is right there, and that's where I also have a line. All right, so the market can do that, so be smart. Okay. And that's basically it, right? So swing day, and that's it. Let's take a look at the euro dollar. Now with the euro dollar, as you know, I've been saying we should be buying the lows, going up, and same kind of here, blah, blah, blah. So you guys know all that from the previous videos about the euro dollar, so nothing really has changed in our perspective, well, in my perspective. Okay, so if the market should keep pushing up, as we suspect, we've got room to go into 1.05. 45 is 1.04. 1.0468. All right, on here, 1.0468. So 1.0470 is on the target, and yesterday I said 1.0370 was a target. Why? Because that was 0370, and I said you can put the target at 66, a few pips lower, because although the PST is actually very, very accurate, it's good to be conservative and just take a profit a few pips before, right? So this is what happened. Now, as you can see, I still have open positions from yesterday. I posted this yesterday when I entered the trade, and I also made a post before the trade. Okay, I said if the market does come back down into any timing, we should go up, right? Okay, and this is the same thing I wanted to do yesterday, remember? So yesterday I also wanted to push up from here, but that didn't happen. So we got stopped out with a tight stop loss. And then now we have a big run. Now you see, having small stop losses is not a problem, because once we're in and the targets are accordingly, you see we've got mass profit here. So this really, really boosted the account yesterday, and it covered all the stops, and we're in decent profit. Okay, so nothing really to worry about here. With the euro dollar, we are still anticipating a move up. Okay, and the first place the market should get in at is pretty much the opening, because that's 47 1.03559, let's say 1.0356, and that is here. Okay, 1.0356 is there. Okay, which is what the market did. So as soon as it did it, as you can see, I'm already long here. Okay, because the market did it, and I don't have a stop loss for this at the moment. Why? Because I'm going with a timing stop loss, but you should always have a stop loss. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add the stop loss later on, depending on, this is the first position when we're going to go in. Okay, because I'm going to add positions when the market comes down. So that's one zone. And the other zone is going to be this here, 1.0336, which should close the daily candle. All right, so you've got three levels here. This is a support zone, but as you know, the market likes to stop sweep. So coming into the daily to buy again is not a bad idea. All right, so be careful. Now today is also a powerful day. All right, and we're going to have energetic moves in New York. If you want to trade, start looking at the market, just before, around 3 p.m. my time, because 3:30, 4:55, they're the important hours. And until 5:30, 5:40, the market should do something like, maybe something like a quick dash back, down, or up. All right. So from 5 to 5:30, you can expect the market to do a harsh move, like a sudden move. It could be a breakout, or it could be like it goes down to a level and they buy and then push it back up again, like pull down and then boom up kind of thing. All right. Or it could be like the market could be hanging around, and then boom, pushing up into that zone. And then if, no matter what happens, it should take us to 740. That is also a place where, is a strong level, but that's a push. Okay. So if the market finds direction, let's say we came down here and then the market started going up again into 740, let's say here somewhere, right? Don't stand in front of it trying to sell it, obviously, because you want a bias. You want to go with your bias. And there's more action Jackson happening after that. So that initial push could push to a level, and then the market can continue in that direction until closing. Okay, so be mindful as to your setup and your bias. Let's take a look at SP500. Now with SP500, I said, from the highs you can sell yesterday, and that is still for me the case. Okay, from the highs you can sell. Now these are swing hours yesterday. Let's take a look at the hours of yesterday, Tuesday. So if I take a look, so let's take a look at the New York hours, right? 4 o'clock on the platform, because we had 5 to 5:20, and that's 4 o'clock on the platform. So this must be 4 o'clock here, right? Correct. Okay, so that's your 4:20. The market goes up nice and easy. You want to sell the highs. Then the next hour is 8:30, which is 7:30, which is, well, look, 7:30 is again this level here. Okay, so that's just 7:30. If you sold here, obviously you got stopped out here. Okay, and then we had beyond, we need to be careful. Sudden price moves might occur towards 10:30. Well, there you go. Sudden price movements may occur 10:30, which is 9:30 on the platform. 9:30 on the platform is right there, ladies and gentlemen. All right, and then the market's selling off. So this is selling off is okay in my opinion, because it is a swing day and we don't mind selling it off from the highs. Okay, now the level for today is 49, so 6,031. 6,031 is going to be your zone. Okay, which is going to be around there, which is also, as you can see, good to stop sweep. Okay, filling gaps, stop sweep. So from here the market might come into a buying action as well, so be careful and be mindful over there. On the weekly, as you can see, that was a level there, 61. We talked about it, 6,097. You know, the highest it came was not 97, but there. Okay, the highest it came was 6,077. All right, so somewhere around there. Okay, so that was the level it came down to. So if we, in New York, if the market like kind of goes up, then that weekly level is still on the cards. Be careful. Okay, obviously if it breaks above, do not stand in front of it, because we still have this upwards kind of move going. All right. And that's the case here. That's how it is. If the market does push down, we should have a bit of room to come down. As you can see, this is very tight. So we're going to have an explosive move somewhere. And because this is a swing day can also be a breakout day. Okay, so it could go both ways. Okay, so being mindful is, about where the market is going to go and so on. It's a good idea, but we are at highs, as you can see, on the weekly as well. So kind of like pushing down can be the way to go, but there's no way to be certain. Okay, so what we have to do is use the hours and the pricing to kind of, trade accordingly. Okay, so these were hours, and then all you have to do, you can wait for New York hours if you like, looking like a better option, or in London, and see how things pan out. Okay, with the indices, it's normally subtle moves until, as you can see, like New York like opens up. Let's take a look at Dow Jones. I think we had the same kind of thing with Dow Jones as well, because we had now with Dow Jones. Wait a minute, it's not a swing day today. Sorry, it was a swing day for gold. Okay, so for SP500, it is not a swing day. My apologies. So be mindful. For NASDAQ, it is. Okay, for NASDAQ, it is. If it is for one index, obviously you want to keep your eyes open, but sorry about that. It's NASDAQ. That is a Wednesday. So let's take a look at the Dow. For Dow, it's Monday. Monday was a swing day. All right, and that's your Monday. All right, so Tuesday, now we're up on a Wednesday. Okay, Friday was a swing day. Now we've got Monday. Let's put an arrow there. If you bought and went up with it, you're fine. Now what to do with it? This is like an impulse. That is a retracement. Gaps have closed. If you want to sell it off, I'm okay for that. Be mindful for this level, 63, 44,990. 44, it's a bit out there. All right, 44,990. If it does go to the upside, then at least you know where you're going. All right, so that's how it is. But this zone, as you can see, is all sell zone. All right, so in New York, if we go up and you want to sell, I'm okay to do that. I think that's fine. NASDAQ. Now this is a swing day for NASDAQ. So with NASDAQ, remember, we had a breakout, and I don't like to go against a breakout. So let's see where we're at. NASDAQ. Okay, so now we've got a nice setup here on the weekly. Let's see on the weekly. Yeah, it is tricky. All right, on the weekly, it is tricky. We had a swing day for this Monday. That's your Monday. All right, also up, also down. Now we've got a swing day Wednesday. Which way are we going to go? Okay, so yeah, so I would just leave this alone. If you're going to buy it here, 51, 21,519. If you're going to sell it, 60, 21,888. The weekly is broken out, so you know me, don't stand in front of it. 65, if you're going to buy and it breaks out, 22,239 on the weekly, that's a target. I don't know if it'll get up there on the daily, but you know, at the end of the day, because we have a PST breakout, I just don't think mucking around with it is a good idea. Okay. Either way, there are gaps to fill here. Still, it's filled in that gap here. So the market can come all the way back down to the weekly pivot, stop, sweep, fill out the gaps, you know, and yeah, basically it could do that. So worthwhile being careful. All right. Yeah, I prefer the other indices. So with NASDAQ, if you're going to do it, just be mindful of the gaps here, sudden moves as well. All right. If it goes up first, then selling, I think, is okay. If it goes up first and you want to push down. Okay. But when it comes down to these levels, like the gap zone here, the low off yesterday, you know, you just have to be careful because there's sudden movements happening all the time. Bitcoin, also yesterday I said with Bitcoin we've got I think there was a breakout, wasn't there? I don't know, let's check it out. I don't day trade Bitcoin, but yeah, there we go. Bitcoin. Now with Bitcoin from the highs, as you know, I've been saying you can sell, and then we had a breakout here. So I said yesterday, if you want to buy, you can buy because we have a breakout. And as you can see, that's on the PST there. But as you can see, that's just, yeah, not much. Okay, not much happening. The only thing you could have done here is, this is yesterday. The only thing you could have done, if you went long, you could have done it here on the weekly pivot, okay? And this is a level I must have given as well, okay? So you can see we're in a tight zone here. And I did say this is the mid zone, so it's a bit dangerous, okay? Mid zones are always dangerous. So selling the high, buying the lows are okay. You want to wait for the swing day. Also, the swing day for this is today. All right. So if the market comes down into a swing day with your PST on the HCL line, that's 92,217 here. Okay, 92,217. So if it pushes down, there's room to come down. And if you want to buy in this zone, you know, you can. Okay, you can, but it's been tapped into quite a bit. Okay, so it's, you know, really been terrorized already several times. So, but, you know, buying again here to go up is okay. 92, do it as a day trading and be careful with it. Plus there's 31 here, which can take you all the way into that 90 zone, 9200, 650, and so on. All right, so a bit of caution, match time and price rather than jumping in anywhere. Hope that helps. Now also, guys, I've posted some blog posts onto the website. So let's also, if you want to have a good read, okay, this one got in there today. You know, a few things to make our trading a bit more meaningful. So get fit, how this actually affects your trading. Okay, it's a good read, how being fit can really impact your trading. Also, a little bit of food for thought, all right? And some people, well, everybody always asks about bots. There's an article here about why bots fail, and over the long run, they will not be successful. Okay, I know everybody's crazy about it because we as humans always love the easy way out. All right, so food for thought as well. Have a great day. If you have any queries, please use the members area to ask questions. I'm more than happy to help. Okay, because it's a coaching program, and if you've taken the coaching, it doesn't mean you can't ask anything. I don't charge for your questions or anything. Okay, so if you have a question, and we're having a chat, we're trying to build a community. So if you have any queries, just shoot them through, and no need to be shy. Also, even if there's something in the technical analysis coaching or the timing coaching you took that's not clear, you're struggling with, just let me know. Okay, I do not charge for that kind of stuff, so easy going. Have a good one.